Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today in our Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep coverage, we are talking about Ruidium corruption. Okay, that one was a mouthful. Sorry about it. So if you are just joining us for this book, we did a whole live stream. This is all in a playlist. Go check that out. We did a flip through of most of the book. We avoided the main core of the story, but looked at all the peripheral stuff here. And I just, all the other things we want to talk about are affected by this strange material called Ruidium. So that's why we're going to start with this. We'll get into that in a second. But first, I want to let you know we're running a giveaway completely free to enter. I'll have a link. It should be popping up here, and we'll have it linked in the comments. You go there and you enter. It's just one of those gleam things. You go boop, 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 boop. You fill it out, and then you can win, theoretically, if you win, a $50 gift card to miniaturemarket.com. My absolute favorite place to pick up minis. It is only open to U.S. residents. Sorry, that's their thing, just with how the system works, but go check it out, go enter. And on top of that, also, we're giving away 10 PDFs. So we're going to do 10 other drawings in part of that. And each of those winners gets to pick a PDF available at FryMinis.com/shop, and they get it for free. And that's just a little juicy layer on that prize. But who's joking here? The real prize is the $50 Miniature Market gift card. Sounds great. Thank you to Miniature Market for partnering with us on that. And we're also in part of our monthly Spud Club Painting Challenge, FryMinis.com/SCPC. We have our normal $25 and then two $5 gift cards. Miniature Market is also giving an extra $50 to entry of their choice for that. So we've got lots of giveaways going on. Check it out. Please have fun. Okay, Critical Role people. I am not a Critical Role person, so please let me know in the comments what we're going to talk about here with Ruidium. Is this a thing already in the show, in the game? Is this something that's already there, or is this a new thing? I think it's a new thing. I'm not sure. Let me know. Okay, so we're going to start going through this. Here is a look at Ruidium. Oh, also, Apotheon is this dude who's kind of like a god, and he has some emotional situation going on. You need to know that. The Apotheon's distorted emotions manifest in the form of a crimson element called Ruidium, so named because its color is similar to that of Ruidus. Ruidium originates in the Netherdeep. It penetrates and grows into all things it touches. Inanimate objects that become bonded with Ruidium are imbued with a sliver of the Apotheon's power. Creatures that interact with Ruidium can be physically and emotionally corrupted by it. Their bodies become laced with Ruidium veins, and their minds become tormented by the same emotions that haunt the Apotheon. Also, Ruidus is a moon. It's a big, scary red moon. So there, now you know kind of where it comes from, where it gets its name, because Apotheon was this other guy, and he was born under Ruidus, the moon sign, full moon, and had a curse put on him from the moon, I think. Ruidium corruption. When a creature is at risk of being corrupted, it must make a charisma saving throw. The save DC varies based on the Ruidium's virulence. On a failed saving throw, the creature gains 1 level of exhaustion, see the player's handbook, and becomes corrupted if it isn't already. From that point on, the creature takes 1d10 psychic damage whenever its level of exhaustion increases or decreases by 1 until it's no longer corrupted. Yeah, so it's cool. It's going to mess with you a little bit. But what does that actually mean? Let's take a look. Signs of corruption. The first physical sign of corruption in a creature is a bright red rash, which appears on the creature's body where it made contact with the Ruidium. As the creature's level of exhaustion increases, the signs of corruption become more obvious, as summarized in the physical signs of Ruidium corruption table. Decreasing a creature's level of exhaustion does not affect the physical sign of corruption. Once a new physical sign appears, it can't be removed from the creature until its Ruidium corruption is ended. A creature beset by Ruidium corruption also exhibits emotional signs of corruption that worsen as its levels of exhaustion increases. These symptoms include amplified feelings of regret, yearning, rage, and despair. A player whose character is corrupted by Ruidium can roleplay these symptoms however they wish. For example, the player could emphasize or amplify their character's flaw, or choose a new flaw for the character. As with the physical signs of corruption, all emotional symptoms persist until the creature's Ruidium corruption is ended. And we also have that little table for this. Physical signs of Ruidium corruption, exhaustion level 1, physical signs. A red rash appears, originating from the point of contact with Ruidium. Exhaustion level 2, pulsing crimson veins spread across the creature's skin. 3, crimson blisters and boils appear on the creature's skin. 4, stubby spurs of Ruidium crystal protrude from the creature's body. 5, the creature's crystal protrusions grow larger and more grotesque. 6, the corruption kills the creature. Okay, well, if you hit 6 levels of exhaustion, you're dead anyway, so that's a fun way to flavor it. I think that's cool. I really, really love kind of like ad hoc role-playing situations, especially things that are more flaws. You know, I think most often players like to role-play the better characteristics and will be more reluctant to act on those flaws. If that's different at your table, let me know, because that's all I ever see. People, they might touch on their flaws, but mostly they just go with the good stuff. So I really enjoy opportunities like this, where it's like, I'm gonna ask you if you can lean in on that a little bit. I think we can act it out. Stuff like that. Give those players a little push, and they'll go for it. Ending corruption. Only a wish spell or divine intervention can cure a creature's Ruidium corruption. Simply removing all levels of exhaustion from the creature cannot. Ruidium and the effects of its corruption vanish from the world if the Apotheon is redeemed at the end of this adventure. When Ruidium corruption ends on a creature, all physical and emotional signs of it disappear from the creature instantly. So I guess we got a little bit of spoiler area on the end there, but if you're watching this video, hopefully, I mean, I've got a little spoiler warning in the thumbnail, so there you go. I like how locked in this is. This is a very serious situation, and short of something as powerful as a wish or divine intervention, that's not going anywhere. And this adventure runs from levels 3 through 12. So unless you are scaling this out or something, the players are not going to get those options. And we've got one more piece on this. Ruidium spell components. 1 ounce of Ruidium can be substituted for 500 gold pieces worth of any material component needed to cast a spell. A creature that casts a spell using Ruidium as a replacement component must succeed on a DC 20 Charisma saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion after the spell is cast. If the creature isn't already suffering from Ruidium corruption, it becomes corrupted if it fails the saving throw. So that's really cool. I like that a lot, especially if you're if you're the dungeon master and you make this world maybe really short on diamonds. Maybe you can't get a hold of diamonds, but guess what? You can get some Ruidium, and then that player dies. That revivify, that raise dead. Oh, it's so tempting. I love this. I think this is phenomenal. I think Ruidium is a really cool idea. I can't not mention though how close this feels to lyrium from Dragon Age. So normal blue lyrium, you know, Templars in Dragon Age, they drink it to get their magic resistance and their special powers and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a corrupted version that they find down in the core of the world kind of thing. And it's red and it's veiny and it's like a mineral, and it can grow out of you and it can corrupt you and it can turn you bad and it can destroy your emotions. And all those things really sound the same. I mean, does Dragon Age own creepy red metal rock crystal thing? No, of course not, but it's a little close to me on that one. However, I really like how this has an impact on some weapons and some magic items, which we're going to cover in an upcoming video, but we needed to cover this first. So when I talk about Ruidium weapons over there, you know what the heck we're talking about. So it's covered there. So that's why I wanted to start with Ruidium corruption of all things in this book. And again, don't forget, check out the live stream. You can flip through there. A really, really great commenter went through and did timestamps for everything, and I pinned that. So give that person a thank you comment on there. That way you can jump to exactly what you want. I think it's really cool. I like this. We're going to jump in to the rest of the book. And I think we're headed to magic items next, in fact. So stay tuned. We'll get that out as soon as we can. It's a busy time here, but we'll make it work. And again, go enter the contest. It's completely free. And then if you're also a person who can paint minis, come check it out. Spud Club's $5 a month. Thanks for listening. FryMinis.com. Like and subscribe. See you soon.